So with the transfer window opening once again, we have found the one piece that will complete the Partizan Jigsaw. We have finally signed a player that I've been trying to get since the beginning of summer, and we have now managed to get him on a bit of a discount. And yes, this person has been terrorizing me for the past however many times we have faced this team. So the best part is that we have a world-class midfielder, but also Real Madrid has lost Federico Valverde. Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for DT and welcome back to another brand new episode of my Partizan save. And another time we have signed a world-class player on big wages. Because Federico Valverde is not a very cheap man to employ at your club. Although he's come with a bit of a discount, as you can see. We're currently paying him 300k per week. He was on 500k at Real Madrid, so the perks of him being a little bit old kind of helped out. But the best part is he still looks amazing, and thanks to his work rate, natural fitness, stamina, he will be a player with good physicals for the next few years. I think I could definitely have him for next 2 years, have him playing around the squad, and just be the kind of box-to-box midfielder that I need. The holy trinity of Deans, Valverde, and Gavi will be the future of this club, and unfortunately we've only managed to do it in our last season here at Partizan. Better late than never, huh? And you could be asking yourself, how much did I spend on this man? Well, the value is 59 to 71 million, and I did say that there was a discount. Just how much of a discount are we talking about? Is 22 million for a player of this quality a lot? Tell me in the comments, because I know that the answer is 100% no. We've robbed Real Madrid. We have managed to do it. We're finally the team that underpays for players and can bully the big teams. Real Madrid, who? Never heard of them. But that's not all the transfers we have done in this transfer window. We've also brought in some players for the future, mainly for me to play and have fun in that said future. But we managed to bring in some defensive options, with a few more coming next year when they become 18 years old and they can move cross country. But the first signing was Alexander Rakic from Basel for 4.6 million. He's actually made his debut for the under-21 side, and then we literally said, ooh, Serbian guy with some potential? Yes, I will have him. He has a good potential ability, good Super League standard player, consistent player, which is absolutely rare, and most importantly, what does this actually do? Exempt from registration. I've actually never seen this before. I have never seen this sign before. It looks kind of weird, but of course he's exempt because he's Serbian. He looks good. Tall, good determination, amazing teamwork and work rate, and apparently he's also a ball-winning midfielder. I signed him to be a center back, but if he can be the DM of my dreams, that could be nice as well. This guy is a bit more of a punt slash a bit of a charity case, because we have signed Stefan Zivanovic for 1.3 million from Vozdovac, from whom he actually didn't start from? Wait, because usually, does that mean he didn't join them from the academy? He was like a free player floating around in the universe. That's really cool. Okay, so he spawned out of nowhere, had 1 season in Vozdovac, and then literally we signed him. Oh no, wait, even better. No, it was this year. So they've picked someone up, and then we've managed to buy him straight away. I saw him in the Serbian under-19s, and I was like, sure, whatever. Let's get Vozdovac some more money. He looks okay, but as you guys are aware, this is just part of my scheme to get the Serbian teams actually signing good players, improving their facilities, and all that stuff, because I have stupid amounts of money and they have none. And the final signing, at least for now, is Maximiliano Perdomo, who looks like to be a very high potential right back. We have so many of those already. He looks very, very solid as a defensive minded fullback for now. Good tackling, good physicals, amazing balance, so you can't fall off, and good stamina with decent pace. Okay, I'm really happy to see it. Good decisions, good bravery, all that stuff, so we can work him to be a better player in attack. That'll be awesome, and he also has 2 caps for the Uruguayan national team. We signed him for 4.1 million, which is absolutely nothing, so hopefully he'll get some game time with us, become a Serbian national, and then stop being an annoying foreign player that I have to kind of worry about registering. So with no outs to speak of as of right now, we're gonna take Paris Saint-Germain, we're gonna face Jurgen Klopp, and we're going to face Real Madrid today as well. But we're gonna have to do it without Lachlan Deans, because he's away to play in the Asian Nations Cup, which is a bit unfortunate. And with that in mind, Valverde will make his live comm debut for you guys, and actually a proper debut for you guys as well, because he's going to be playing in the box-to-box with a trio of Teklak and Gavi. In the future, when Deans is back, Deans is going to play here, Valverde is going to play here, and Gavi is going to move to a deep-lying playmaker role, which he's done quite well actually for the last few games. And on the right, it'll be Teklak. But for now, Deans is not here, so we're gonna have to improvise. So we're gonna have Ederson in goal, Beas, Lukeba, Gilson, and Cesar Augusto. Midfield 3, I already mentioned. It's a world-class midfield 3. Look at them, 5 stars, all of them. On the left, we have Milovanovic. On the right, we have Sasa Serenic. And up front, we have Erling Haaland. PSG, you better watch out. We are playing away, so it's another worry that we have. And they still have Mbappe, they still have Ramos, they have Schleuderloop, and they have a very, very good looking side there. I mean, as you guys know, we have been good against PSG, but they've also been this kind of team that really scares us and managed to do some crazy things against us. So we're gonna have to see what happens. We are missing some players through injury, and that's why Gilson is starting instead of Lemke, for example. But the team is as good as it could be minus, I think, Lemke, that's it. So it's exciting to see what Valverde can cook up in this game, because he's facing his old teammates, literally, in the next game, which is absolutely exciting. But for now, we're gonna have to go through this game as Aspar finds the ball from Donnarumma. He's gonna play it all the way back to Diomande. Can we press the ball out of them? We have lots of good midfielders, and as you can see, Gavi steals it. Sasarenic finds Erling Haaland. Can you finish it? You can't. It goes in though. And apparently was offside, so it doesn't count. So 10 minutes in and excitement is already happening, and that's exactly what I like to see, as Teklak finds some space on the ball. He's not going to shoot and thankfully not going to lose the target, as there's a weird deflection from Cesar Augusto. Who did it hit? William Pacho. And this goal gets the award of the most clownliest goal I have ever seen. The goal was so bad that I did not expect it, and I definitely just didn't completely switch off my brain because I thought, oh my god, it's Augusto shooting again. What happened actually? The guy stuck his foot out. Donnarumma is going to be absolutely pissed off. And 10 minutes in, and we're 1-0. Oh, but don't you worry, there is a kickoff highlight that PSG is going to have. Are they going to get back into it straight away, or are we gonna double up on their misery? The answer will reveal to you quite shortly, because we are getting the ball back. We're on the attack. Cesar Augusto is going to run down the right-hand side once again, cuts in a little bit, finds Sasa Serenic. Can you create something? He finds Teklak, who's being pressed by Gonzalo Ramos, but he doesn't care. He's composed. Augusto having a good game for a change, and it's hard to say in the first minutes, but Serenic is going to hit Mendes, who's going to clear, and Mbappe gets dispossessed by Beas, who finds Milovanovic, who finds Sasa, and that was the goal that we didn't score. And that is probably, and you can mark my words, the goal that may cost us. Teklak once again in possession, finding a new boy Valverde of number 88, which I forgot to mention. Absolutely exciting number, my number. I'm really happy to have him, at least for a few years. But Milovanovic is going to move the ball back to Beas. We're playing some beautiful football, and did we finally find balance in a 4-3-3? Apparently so, as Milovanovic finds Erling, who's gonna go 1-1 on the keeper, and oh my god. If anyone had questions on how good Donnarumma is, that pretty much answered those questions. Oh, second time. No way. I think it's like second time in 2 episodes. No. I was in La La Land. Oh my god. I was not expecting this to go in. Like I said, you get pointless highlights. And apparently this one was an eat chief, as a beautiful shot from Beas, and both our left back and right back have contributed to goals, and I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry, Beas. I'm sorry. I know you deserve better, my friend, but I mean, come on, you know FM, you know how sometimes you have highlights and they just don't lead to anything at all. However, this one may lead to something, as Schleuderloop is running down the left-hand side. I wish people would have easier names to pronounce. He puts in a cross for Gonzalo Ramos, who's going to jump for it. And thankfully, it did lead to nothing, but it was an exciting attack. And once again, it makes me think, is Cesar Augusto a player that I want to keep for the next seasons, or at least for this cup run? Because he is a little bit inconsistent. Apparently he's going to be a world-class right back, but he's not it yet. And like I said, playing in big matches is a big issue for him. Valverde, though, is going to find Milovanovic, who hits the crossbar. What a beautiful play. Man, all created by Federico Valverde. And Milovanovic is just, he wants to score. I genuinely think he wants to score. He's doing immense things for us, but he just can't score. As Mbappe makes a run down the middle, dinks the keeper, no offside shout. That was a beautiful run. Who did he run in behind of? Goalmouth to goalmouth action here, and PSG have brought it back. And what a beautifully composed play. Oh, what a beautiful tracking run. Beas could do absolutely nothing around him, and it's not even a problem with Beas. Mbappe is good, don't forget that. Just because he's not scoring 100 billion goals for Real Madrid yet, doesn't mean he's kind of mid. He just needs to get back into full fitness and actually realize that he needs to try hard to win. But Haaland, though, finds Dusan Milovanovic, who is one of our own Mbappes. Can you create something? Unfortunately, the answer is no, or maybe the answer is yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to issue a formal apology to Dusan Milovanovic. I have questioned him, just like I questioned Viveiros in previous seasons. And he has made me look absolutely stupid. That was a beautiful run. He timed it to perfection, crossed it. And our tiny right wing, Sasa Serenic, is learning how to be Gareth Bale. And I love it. Can we pile on more misery for PSG? Can we go unbeaten? That's the question that I want to know. We're definitely showing that we are one of the best sides in Europe. As, oh my god, even Leonardo Steklak is contributing to the destruction that is this football team's performance against PSG. Okay. I mean, over the last few weeks, you might have seen a video, or I don't know if it has come up yet or it hasn't, but remember when Giga Chad Eric Martel pulled us back from a huge loss against PSG to a victory against PSG? Look how far we've gone. We are just better, much better, more consistent, and finally, we found that perfect jigsaw piece with Federico Valverde that we have a super balanced midfield three. Hopefully, the second half brings a little bit more excitement, although we scored 5 goals overall in the first half. So I don't know how much more excitement can you get. If this game turns into like a 10-goal masterpiece, most likely it will be because we've conceded lots of goals. But for now, we're playing absolutely incredible, and every single person is contributing to the defense. Unfortunately, Haaland, you can't see because my face is in the way, he's on a 6.6, despite the fact that I think he does a lot of work for me, which is absolutely incredible. But Valverde, though, is covering lots of ground. What is this cross? What is this cross? Federico Valverde. What was this cross? I'm going to play you that highlight again, hopefully. Otherwise, I look like stupid because I'm just like dancing around. What a pass from Federico. And oh my god, in the background, you almost... I probably just panned in just in time. We almost conceded. We almost conceded a goal whilst watching a highlight. Is it time to make some subs for the preparation of the Real Madrid game? The answer is yes. I'm going to take off Milovanovic and I'm going to put on Acornero. And I'm also going to take Serenic and put Estevao on as well. What else can I do? Well, most likely I will take off Cesar Augusto and put on... How did I miss that so badly? No, let's not get too crazy. Let's not. I was going to start putting my youth players. No, none of that, guys. We're going to make mistakes if we do that. For now, let's put off Benzinger. We switch off him for Beas, Estevao, Acornero, and one more sub. Potentially, I could give a debut for Perdomo. Or do I do something smart? To be fair, in the midfield, I don't have any options, so I might have to chill out with this unless Estevao will go for Teklak, which I will do actually, because Estevao can be that attacking Mazzala. And I think for now, that pretty much gives me an option to play either Shikayev or Saldana up front. So I think I'm going to play Bolaños instead, and I'm going to switch him with Acornero. Look at me, my players can play in all sorts of positions, he says as Acornero's on 1-star roll ability. Oh, and thankfully we did not make our final sub because we have an injury to Gilson, which is a bit worrying. How tall is Perdomo? He's 177 and Murachev is 184. So Murachev is going to have to go into the center back position, which he's never played before, which can only end badly. Or it could just end this game because he managed to stop every single PSG player. Yeah, probably that. So you know what? I remember saying that if Haaland is stopped by teams, we are screwed because we're not scoring. I think it's actually the opposite, because if people focus on Haaland, they forget to focus on Milovanovic and they forget to focus on Sasa Serenic. And don't forget about a midfield three. So I think this team is perfectly balanced, just like everything should be. Just the hopes of putting Teklak in his position and putting in Lachlan Deans will just take this team up to 100, especially considering that Lemke should be back as well. But we are going to be without potentially Gilson, so hopefully Lemke comes back super duper fast, because I just realized I don't think I have another center back. Okay, Real Madrid, our big test. Our big test that we have never managed to pass. Because in our previous meetings, we won only once, and that was in the second leg, as you remember, that we didn't manage to go through them. And we haven't done much better. We only won once, drew once, and lost 4. So it does not look good for us. However, Real Madrid is missing Valverde, and he was the one that was screwing me up every single time. And not only that, we've pretty much got the strongest squad we can put on this pitch, which is absolutely crazy. Ta-da! It's beautiful, and I love it. Ederson is in goal. We're going to have Baez, who's going to be our left back. Lukeba and Lemke in the back too. Again, Teklak moves to the right-hand side, which can only mean one thing. That Deans is back. And most likely that means that Australia managed to not get out the group. No, they got knocked out by South Korea. They got knocked out by South Korea, and Oh Hyung-gyu scored. Remember when he used to play for us? No, me neither. But I feel like Lachlan Deans was doing everything he can to push his side as far as he could. And apparently it wasn't enough. But at least that means he starts today with us. Valverde is going to be his left teammate, Milovanovic, Haaland, and up front we're going to give a game time to Esteban, who's been complaining about some game time, and I've promised to actually give him game time because this guy has been amazing for me in the past few seasons. It's just he's quieted down over the last few because I stopped playing him, and I want him to be better. He's going to be a Chelsea player in real life, so I guess if they look at this, they will find out just how great of a player he is, and he's also not very good at playing in big matches. Since when? I feel like that showed up out of nowhere. I've not seen this before. And it does not get bigger than this, as we're taking on Real Madrid, this time at home. Our squad is as best as it can be. And we're really, really, really excited for this game. Who does Real Madrid have? They have Osimhen, Vinicius Jr., Camavinga, Bellingham, Rodrigo, and Tchouaméni. And then the back four is kind of normal, but Meslier is back in goal. And as you guys remember, in the last season, they basically knocked us out because Meslier refused to concede. Now, I think this is the first time I could actually talk about Osimhen because we haven't faced him since he decided not to go to Chelsea and decided to throw his career away by playing in Turkey. I don't understand this man, but at the same time, I do understand that he is going to be crazy hard to play against in this game. So the question is, who is better, Haaland or Osimhen? Lemke is going to find Lachlan Deans on the right-hand side. The captain of Partizan is going to be back and absolutely confused about what happened to his team because it looks amazing. And Valverde almost scores a beautiful goal against his old side. What a beautiful volley. Meslier is going to play it out the back. Can we press them out of it? I mean, we have very good box-to-box midfielders now, and they don't. Well, technically they do have Bellingham, but at the same time, they don't have Federico Valverde, who covers ground like prime Conte. Imagine having Conte and Valverde at the same time with Bellingham in between. Now that's just insane. Maybe we'll see that in a FIFA of some kind when Conte will come back as an absolute legend. But to be fair, you can probably have like a 96 Conte. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about. Haaland is going to run down the right-hand side. This is what happens when I talk about other games apart from FM. Esteban playing badly today, but this could be your chance as he curls it just outside. And you can see why he's not been playing. He's been a bit inconsistent for this season, which is probably because I don't play him. But you know, let's not be too critical. We are playing okay. They're not having a single chance, but they're having all the possession. So I wonder if we should maybe drop some things like shorter, maybe slightly shorter and slightly higher passing directness. Just that way we can kind of actually control the ball again. And apart from that, just a good team talk because, you know, we just need to score that one goal. And I do want to see Haaland score. I wonder if Real Madrid is playing for keeps. I wonder if they just want to not lose. I should have probably checked how they are doing in the table. but it kind of seems like maybe the loss of Valverde has kind of limited them up front, which is funny because he's a ball-winning midfielder slash box-to-box slash attacking midfielder slash striker slash right back slash left back slash goalkeeper. So maybe that's why they're missing lots of good players. But Estevao, you can create something beautiful, he says, as he doesn't create anything beautiful. Estevao, that's your second chance. Let's call it a pass to Teklak, but Estevao has another chance. He's getting involved, and Estevao, who in my head was getting subbed off in about 2 seconds, has decided that, nah mate, you know nothing about football, and to be fair, in front of you guys, which is like 1,000 something people, yes he has. He's proven me absolutely wrong. I'm embarrassed. I am sorry. That's a second apology this video. My players, to be fair, look, it's better this way, right? It's better that you criticize your players and then they show you up. But we do need to be mindful about not losing this lead. So I'm going to make some subs to kind of freshen up the squad. So Acronero is going to back in the squad. We're going to take off Holland, who's disappointed me, unfortunately. I'm going to put on Bolaños instead, who's actually on a 5-star roll ability. Okay, where did that come from? Lockheed Deans is getting absolutely wrecked. So I'm going to probably bring in Estevao in the Mazzala role and then put on Sasa Serenic on this side to kind of bring in some Gareth Bale-ness to this team. And apart from that, we can just chill. Beas is not doing too good maybe, so I'm going to take off him and put on Benzinger just to freshen up some legs. But he's just unhappy as well, so it's something we need to be worried about. But everyone wants to leave. I don't understand. We're on track to win another Champions League if things go right. Just please stop getting annoyed. Well, let's make our final sub. We have 3 minutes left, and I want to give Murachev his run out for his Champions League debut, I think. He hasn't played it before, but it's really nice. I want him to see and experience what it's like to play Real Madrid. And with time trickling away, hopefully he doesn't run into trouble, because otherwise this will be the dumbest substitution I've ever done. And with some minutes added, this is a last chance, as, oh my god, they could have literally scored 1 minute into extra time. And that's it, folks. Oh my god, I almost spoke something into existence, but finally, we get a deserved win against Real Madrid. Not the most entertaining game, as two sides completely kind of killed each other off. But what you won't be able to see is that they've played quite deep, which didn't help them. And they've also played Enciso, who came off the bench on the 75th minute and did nothing. That's why I sold him. And we've done it, boys. We've gone unbeaten in this run. Have we done it last year? We haven't, because we lost 1 game against Tottenham. But this time we went 1 better, literally by 1 point. We drew once against AC Milan in the previous episode and lost 0, which is absolutely insane. We are the best team in Europe for the 2nd year in a row, but this time much more comfortable. And I say much more comfortable by 3 points only. Next year, hopefully I can do it with 0 losses, which would be awesome. But for now, these are the teams that are in the next qualifier. So we get to skip this playoffs, which is good. Who did not make it through? One of those teams is very much not like the other, and that's Manchester City. First of all, they have this guy who's managing them, who is a caretaker. So they must have sacked Luis Enrique, of course, because, yeah, he didn't make it into the Champions League. That's really, really bad. They're 7th in the Premier League, and they haven't brought in a replacement for the amount of money they have made this year. Well, that actually makes sense. They don't have a good goalkeeper. Actually, no, they do. Shut up. Don't lie about it. They have good players, but they're playing 4-4-2. Somewhere I just feel Pep Guardiola cry. So that's them out, and I think Juventus is another big side that is out as well. So that makes it just that slightly bit easier, but there's a lot of top sides there anyways. That's literally the only 2 teams that are gonna be kind of a big threat this year. But for now, it's Partizan, AC Milan, and Leipzig as the top 3 teams in Europe. Now, if you had that on your prediction card at the start of the save in 2024, you'd be lying, because I know you only made this card now. I hope you guys are absolutely excited, because the next game is going to be whoever the hell we're going to get in the Champions League, which is going to be in 200 years. I'm going to update you on some transfers, because I'm probably going to try and sign someone else and then probably sell some other people. But for now, the squad's great, and unless we have injuries, we should be challenging for the Champions League this year. Can we do it in our final year of the Partizan save? The answer, hopefully, is yes. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Smash the like button if you did enjoy it. Leave a comment about how happy you are with Federico Valverde and how perfect he slots into our side. And I'll see you guys in the next episode where we're gonna play one of these teams. Yeah, I can't give any more information than this. Bye, guys.